wanted to bring a true Italian dining to Chicago, like a neighborhood feel.
It's a great opportunity to exchange information and kind of get a pulse for everything else that's going on and to find out what's working in their restaurants.
Always paid homage to cooking in Argentina, which is over leña, which is over wood.
Quality of the restaurants is mind-boggling. Some awesome trend-setting restaurants, great food.
Italy has done a great job of what they're putting on the shelves is authentic to the area that it's from.
And the idea is that you can come in here, eat in a different room, order a different menu, and have a different experience.
When I was creating the product, I only wanted to use fresh raw material.
It won a 99 out of 100.
So we went from 10% alcohol to about 60% alcohol in that first distillation.
I think there is no situation in which design thinking cannot bring more efficient, more effective problem solving.
Going through those craft cocktails, testing the bartenders and really watching what they can do, enjoying their craft.
The whole focal point, kind of the start of this restaurant, was a local neighborhood coffee house and restaurant. And so we open at 6 a.m., we close at midnight every day. We've got the 2 bars that we operate as well. You've got the bakery, you've got fresh squeezed juices, a take on both healthful type items on that menu, and we've also got comfort food. It was really intended to be kind of the guest living room. We've had people that sit here all day and just work out of this space. Trying to stay ahead of the curve, so we're constantly changing and updating our menu. Shakshuka was something we added to the menu 2.5 years ago, and you're seeing it in a lot more concepts, a lot more breakfast concepts now. We're a 176-seat restaurant. We do anywhere from 800 to 1,000 guests just at brunch alone, especially on a Saturday night, probably upwards of 1,500 guests in a day in here. We focus on the neighborhood, and so even when the hotel is at its lowest, we are still very strong. If you look at any of our breakfast, lunch, dinner menus, you'll see Mexican, you'll see sakune, which is a Japanese-style chicken meatball. There's different influences of spices and flavors from all over. The bulletproof coffee thing, we were one of the first in Chicago to do that. Our nitro coffee, one of the first in Chicago to do that. So we're always just looking for what's out there and seeing what's innovative, what's new. And we sell 50, 60, 70 of those a day at $8.95 a pop. I think we still are shocked when we see the volume that we put out of this kitchen. That's it. We do room service for the hotel also, and then we also do catering for the hotel, all out of this space. Very fortunate to have amazing staff. We're not usually sitting on too much product. We empty out almost daily.
Getting really the feedback from the operators who are in the business and dealing with the issues from quality to trends to labor to all those different moving parts. I think it's really great to have that exchange and pick up some great ideas.
Little Goat is obviously our most casual concept. We do some reservations, but during peak times we operate almost walk-in exclusive. Our busiest time frames there are Saturday and Sunday brunch, and it's basically just waitlist oriented. Little Goat, from a cover perspective, on a slow day we do 900 people all day. On a busy day we do 1,800 people. There are 115 seats in that dining room, so on like a Sunday we are turning every seat in that restaurant 15 times. It's a massive undertaking. I would say Little Goat's probably the toughest of the 3 properties just because there's so much going on. You have that dining room, you have the bar, there's a retail component. We have a huge private dining space upstairs. We can do 40 seated. It's attached to our private deck. So just the private dining space alone, adds about $2 million in revenue to what we do over at Little Goat a year. You guys had the French toast this morning. It's been on the menu just like that since we opened. It's our top selling breakfast item. Chicago's a meat city. We sell a ton of burgers, although the Patty Melt and the All-American have been on there the same way since we opened. Adjacent space, it operates as a coffee bar in the morning with pastries, and then it kind of turns into a cocktail bar at night.
Being in a larger corporation, you're pulled back into the small, independently minded chefs and restaurateurs that help you realize that it is really about the food. It's all about the ingredients, but it's really all about the people.
Fully fermented cacao beans, coarse ground for a short period of time with a little bit of cinnamon added, the essential style of chocolate in Mexico. And it is 180 degrees from European chocolate. We do it with no sugar because we're going to use it in many different applications. And then we brew it with water. It's like the pure essence of Oaxacan flavor experience. It dates back a millennia. So they harvest those beans. They will do a fermentation process. a 0 amount of fermentation to a 7-day fermentation. And in our style here at Choco is that we wait till you order before we fry our churro. We have 3 restaurants here on Clark Street. The original is Frontera that opened 30 years ago. Frontera is sort of upscale casual. All of the appetizers are served family style. Most people order an entree, but you can share those as well. It's really all about the flavors that jump off the plate. And the flavors that jump off the plate are the ones that are crafted into the sauces. And the sauces, in some cases, take as long as 3 days to make. We opened a torteria. In Mexico City, there's as many torterias as there are taquerias. And so we developed this really wonderful bolillo roll and a telera roll with a local artisan baker. So we've morphed it into a place we call Fonda. And it's a very neighborhood comfortable kind of place. Price point is very accessible and it's got a good drink program. We opened the 2 places in the West Loop, Leña Brava, to be wine focused with a 22-foot hearth that has 6 fires on it and a huge wood burning oven. That's the kitchen. We call it Fire and Ice. So the ice section is just all raw. The menu's in 2 pages. One side is all raw and the other side is all cooked. And then next door to that is our brewery, Cruz Blanca. Focus of the beer really is a Mexican lager. So we're really trying to capture some of the essence of that great artisan style.
An extension of what I'd like to see our concept, Taco John's, be down the road. Kind of a neighborhood in our realm, QSR plus, kind of really high quality, good Mexican food. Prime example, and this is the most excited I've been on this whole trip. This is right up my alley.